US bombing of what it claims are targets linked to armed groups loyal to Iran has underscored Tehran's role in the Gaza war. But Iran is also operating in a larger regional context. Whether it is Hamas in Gaza or Hezbollah in Lebanon or the Houthis in Yemen, Iran's role is ubiquitous. These groups are widely seen as proxies of Iran. Terrorist groups trained, armed and funded by the mullahs in Tehran for two purposes. Hezbollah and the Houthis signal Iran's support for Shia groups, while support for the Sunni Hamas shows up the Sunni Arab states as backers of Israel and the US. But the view in Tehran is that these groups are not terrorists by any means.
So Iran was supporting the people who were being massacred, the people who were the victims of genocide. And they have their own agency. If they were just proxies, there was no way that they could have won this decade-long war. Or in the case of Iraq and Syria, Iran supported the government in Syria. And with Iran's presence in Syria is because of the request of the Syrian government. And in the case of Iraq, Iran's presence and support for the creation of the Popular Mobilization Forces took place at the request of the Iraqi government when ISIS was advancing on Baghdad.
Marandi argues that the real terrorist groups are Al-Qaeda and its offshoot, the Islamic State, that are backed by the West. People in India should recognize that these are extremist groups created by the West, and it's Iran, Iraq and Syria that fought these groups and defeated them. He recalled an email put out by WikiLeaks in 2012 in which current US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan wrote, "In Syria, Al-Qaeda is on our side." There are public reports about money from jihadist networks in the US going to fund Al-Qaeda and its affiliates. US policies have added to the problem. Witness the US decision in 2003 during the military occupation of Iraq to disband the Iraqi army, all 400,000 men. This created a ready pool of people to be recruited by Al-Qaeda and later by the Islamic State. The Gaza war has hardened divisions as never before. Israel seems determined to eliminate Hamas from Gaza at any cost and is fully backed by the West. The Sunni Arab states, under pressure from their own street, are calling for a ceasefire. While Iran will leave nothing to chance in its support for Hamas, Hezbollah or the Houthis.